Here are 3 reasons why your robotic affirming is not working for you and how to fix that right now so you can speed up your manifestation process and get what you want. But first, my name is Hannah Love. I'm your favorite manifestation coach and content creator. I make manifesting simple because it is simple, and I'm here to help you get what you want in life because that's why you came to this planet, to get what you want. I offer various coaching services and affirmation audio tracks to help program your subconscious mind so you can speed up your manifestation process. If you want more information about those, it's either at the link in my bio or in the caption below, depending on where you're watching this. I post daily on TikTok and YouTube. So anyways, Boo's so freaking cute right now. Number 1 reason why your robotic affirming is not working is simply because you're not doing it enough. Okay, so I've created a video on how to actually get the most out of robotic affirming, and you can check that out. It's under my series or my playlist on YouTube or TikTok. It's called Robotic Affirming. Pretty straightforward. And I teach you step by step how to get the most out of it, a step-by-step plan of how much to robotic affirm, so on and so forth. But all in all, it's very simple. The other 2 reasons why your robotic affirming is not working that well is because you are not persisting. For example, if you're trying to manifest a healthy, committed relationship with your specific person, but for years you have had unhealthy, toxic relationships and you don't really know what it's like to experience a healthy relationship or to be chosen, to be prioritized in one, and you're only doing the affirming once in a while or like once a day, and then the rest of your day, everything you're thinking and doing and feeling about yourself, thinking towards your SP, thinking about how your SP feels towards you, and it's completely in opposition of what you're trying to manifest, then it's only going to slow down the process for you, or it's going to be a lot harder for you to manifest a healthy, committed relationship with your SP because for years you have all this programming that you're not worthy of it, or it's not possible, you don't know what it's like, etc., etc. So you want to be consistent and be affirming each and every day and setting aside time to be doing focused affirming. Not just doing that focused affirming like I share in the video that you're going to watch. You also want to be saying these new affirmations to yourself throughout the day. And sometimes people think like it takes all of this extra work to robotic affirm, and it's not. It's literally you just thinking thoughts. That's it. So all you're doing is you're thinking the new affirmations instead of thinking the negative thoughts. That's all you're doing. So if you have a negative thought of like, my SP never texts me, blah, blah, blah. Instead, you're thinking to yourself, my SP is obsessed with me. They're thinking about me 24/7. They're blowing up my phone because they want to talk to me all day, every day, because I am the love of their life and they can't stand being away from me. Right? So you're telling yourself this new story and you're committing to the new story and you're saying your affirmations. So if one of your affirmations is, me and my SP are in a perfect committed relationship, and you're having negative thoughts, or you're about to have negative thoughts about your SP, instead, you're going to say that affirmation in your mind over and over and over again. My SP and I are in a perfect, committed, loving relationship. My SP and I are in a perfect, committed, loving relationship. And what this does is it creates new neural pathways in your brain. Okay, and it sends signals to your body, to your external reality that, oh, this is actually the truth. This is actually what my new reality is. It may take a little bit of time, okay? But when you do something consistently over and over and over and over again, it eventually has to reflect in your external reality because that's all you're telling yourself. That's all you're focused on. And your reality is just a reflection of your dominant assumptions that were created a while ago, right? Most likely in your childhood, and now they're being, now you're experiencing it over and over and over again because of how your childhood was, right? Or what you learned from your childhood. And other experiences too as well, not just from your childhood. But a lot of our assumptions are created from our childhood experiences, how we saw love, what our relationship dynamics was with our parents, how they were together, experiences we had just at school with friends and all of those things create assumptions and they create beliefs, and then they play out into our reality for the rest of our lives until you decide to change them. Correct? Third reason is because there are underlying beliefs that are in opposition of the affirmations that you are stating to yourself. So that's why you also want to create a new set of affirmations that are going to help support the affirmations that you're trying to create into assumptions for yourself. Let me break down what I mean by this. So for example, I always use SP examples because most people ask me about SP stuff. So if you're affirming to yourself, my SP and I are in a loving, committed, perfect relationship. But you keep affirming this and you're being consistent, you're not wavering, but for some reason you're not getting like a ton of movement, things aren't happening for you. It's probably because there's underlying assumptions that you have that need to be dealt with. It could be you don't believe that you're chosen. You have never been committed to. Maybe you believe that you've always been second best, right? Maybe you believe that you're not prioritized. Maybe you believe that you're not worthy or that you're not enough or that it's not even possible for a man to give you princess treatment and to be consistent with you and be in a healthy relationship with you. You've never experienced those things before. What you want to do is work on your self-concept. Self-concept isn't necessarily like you don't have to do self-concept to manifest, but it makes it hella easier because if you believe you're chosen, if you believe you're worthy, if you believe you're enough, if you believe that you are always committed to by every man that you've ever wanted, then it's going to make the manifestation process a hell of a lot easier for you. Ask yourself, okay, this affirmation that I am stating, if this thing were to manifest, what is my biggest fear about this manifesting? If the affirmation is, for example, again, I'm in a loving, committed, perfect relationship with my SP. What is your biggest fear if you were to have manifested that thing? This is where fear is, well, if I'm in a perfect, loving, committed relationship, what if it doesn't last long because I'm never chosen or I'm always abandoned, right? People never stay long. I'm only choose me temporarily, but it never lasts. What you can do for your self-concept is also do another set of affirmations separately from your SP affirmations. And you can do, I am always chosen. I have always experienced longevity and healthy relationships. Or it could literally be as simple as I've never been abandoned. The people in my life have always stuck around and been loyal to me. I like using I always statements because this also heals and revises your past. So instead of you just saying, I always have experienced X, Y, and Z, because then what this does, it also heals your past, present, and future. So you can start thinking like, oh, well, people have always been around. Like I've never been abandoned. I've never experienced that and I never will. And that will start becoming a new assumption of yours. So it can make it a lot easier for you to manifest this new thing that you want to experience if you haven't necessarily experienced it yet. Other things that you can say is like, men that I have ever dated or wanted has wanted me 100 times more than I want them and has always wanted commitment right away, immediately. Every man that I have dated has always wanted to be in a committed, permanent relationship with me. And they're always consistent. I've always had healthy relationships, or I've always had healthy communication in my relationships. I've always had great luck in my relationships. I've always been chosen and prioritized and given princess treatment in all of my relationships. Everybody always gives me princess treatment. It's always been that way. See what I'm doing there? If you're having trouble manifesting with a robotic affirming, it's probably one of those three things. Start adding those to your practices and you will start to see results. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let me know in the comments below.